Friends and family, it's another quick one today. I just wanted to come and share this with you real quick. So one thing that I've seen happening repeatedly is that people have the misconception that when it comes to your hair and protective styling, the more you do the protective styling, the more you preserve your hair, the health of your hair, the length of your hair, and the longer your hair gets. That is a misconception. Let me tell you what happened to me, okay? I've seen it happening from time to time. I feel like I go through it, but I am not sure if the hair community, if I can call it that, realizes the depth of that misconception. Protective styling does not automatically make your hair stronger or longer, okay, or better. It depends on the kind of protective styling that you do and how well you take care of your hair while you have the protective style. Let me show you what happened to me. So you know that I had the tracks in my hair, halfway, and then I had my own hair covering it. And I wore that for 4 weeks. And during that time, everything was okay for a while, but the last couple of weeks, I had serious itching right here and right here. Now, I wasn't sure what was causing it. I assumed it was product buildup. So I was washing my hair probably every 3 days or so. As soon as, the itch gets ridiculous, I would wash my hair. Mind you, I had the tracks in, right, and my hair covering it. And so I was washing my hair, conditioning my hair, making sure I didn't have the product buildup. Well, guess what? Last night, it got just ridiculously worse. So I just took out all the tracks and undid the cornrows. What I found out, guys, almost broke my heart. Because here I am thinking I'm protecting my hair. My hair is healthy, it's growing, it is, going through just a calm phase where it's just resting, I should say, and not being manipulated every day. However, the itching situation had caused so much hair, the shedded hair, and also I think I had ripped some of the hair out because, my scalp was sore, okay? My scalp was sore, both areas right here. And the hair that had come out of my scalp, every time I washed my hair, bunched up right underneath the cornrows. So I had about 2 rows of cornrows on each side that had become so matted that taking out the braid was a nightmare. I can't even tell you how long it took to take out those braids. Now, what I learned from Nappy Foo, hey boo, thank you so much for your videos, and this, especially the one that was talking about how you need to take your time when you take out your braids to unravel the hair and add oil for some slip, so that you break as little hair as possible. She recommended coconut oil. However, somebody else, and I can't remember, that I watched many months ago, it could be a year or so, she recommended a mixture of olive oil and water. So I had both options. So I tried on one side the olive oil and water spray. I spritzed it there, and I'm taking out the hair, and I'm not seeing that much of a help. I see that my hair has gotten softer, but with the softness comes the ease of, coming out, breaking. So I said, okay, let me try on the other side. Let me use emu oil. I had coconut oil, but let me try emu oil because emu oil works very well on my hair. The emu oil, I saturated this hair right here with it. It absorbed. No, actually, that didn't absorb. The emu oil sat on my hair strands, but did not absorb. So taking it out did not, give me any kind of ease with slip. So I said, you know what, child? Nappy Food told you she uses coconut oil. Go ahead and try coconut oil. It's sitting right here. So good old coconut oil. I'm like, okay, let's go. This is all I have left in it, by the way. So good old coconut oil. I took it out and I said, let me do this. So I poured some in here. I put it in there, and let me tell you, I was able to slip out as much of the hair out of the knots as would come out, okay? After I did that, I know that in the past, I have said this because I have tried it and it has worked for my hair and my kids' hair, to use bentonite clay mixed with apple cider vinegar. Now, the bentonite clay detoxes your hair. The apple cider vinegar breaks up clumps and also helps to break up buildup, and then balances the pH of your hair. So I said, you know, let me, after using the coconut oil, let me go ahead and try the bentonite clay in this like Rastafarian dreadlocked hair right back here. So that's what I did. I put the bentonite clay in for a good 20 to 30 minutes. You know, I put it all in there. I covered it with a plastic cap. And then I rinsed it out. And as I was rinsing it out, you know, I was checking to see if the hair had disentangled some more. Because remember, I had used these oils to break up as much as could come out. To break off as much as would break off. I wouldn't say break off. To pull out, I should say. Even that sounds harsh. To disentangle as much as would disentangle. That's what I'm trying to say. So I did that. And then bentonite clay. And then I realized that, you know, I needed more apple cider vinegar to help break up what was left. So that's what I used. When I was done, came here, towel dry my hair. And let me just show you all. I kept every clump of hair that now was actually just slipping out, okay? I didn't have to, you know, try to pry anything open anymore. The clumps of hair were slipping out. And I actually took a picture of one of them when I just pulled it out of the back. Not pulled it out, like I stretched out the hair, and you could see the clump in the middle of the strands. And ladies and gentlemen, this, let me show you. You see these? Do you see that? Right here. So this is what was at the bottom, this part, and of course that's the rest of the hair that came out with it, you know, as I was trying to break up the hair. And as you can see, I mean, this thing is tight. It won't go anywhere. You see that? It won't break up. Do you guys know of anything, any product that will break something like this up? Because the coconut oil did all that it could. It's another one. The olive oil did squat, okay? Squat as in zero, nothing, wasting my time. And look at this. It looks like a tadpole with a long tail. Look at that. All that hair just came out. And even I kept these afterwards. This is just last night, by the way. I kept these afterwards to see if I can, with all the products that I have, find something that will break it up so that next time I will know how to, you know, what product to use that will completely break it up. And guys, I can't find, I don't know. I can't find anything. So I guess I'll just not leave my hair in when it starts itching like that. And again, I think the key thing that I should not do, that we should not do, is wash your hair when it is in that kind of condition where you're feeling like the itching is ridiculous, too much, and that, you know, you think it's buildup that is causing it. So let me tell you, it wasn't buildup. This is what I found out. What I found out was the hair that I thought had no beard. I rubbed my hand on the wrong side of it. The top side of it had no beard. The bottom side, which I had put close to my scalp when I was doing the sew-in, that had a ridiculous amount of beard. That, I mean, stiff, hard, coarse beard, okay? Now, I didn't feel it right away, obviously. And for some reason, even as, you know, time went on, I wasn't feeling it as much. It would itch a little bit and then it would stop. It would itch a little bit and it would stop. But I always noticed that when I went to bed, that's when I tied my hair down, and that's when the itching got worse. I assumed that when I tie my hair down, it's summertime. My scalp gets hot, and that's what the itching was coming from. That's not what it was. It was from the beard on the hairpiece. So luckily the beard is on one side and not on the other side. So I'm going to try again. I'm going to experiment with it and sew it on at the back. I'm going to sew it where the beard faces up and away from my scalp, and I'm going to see what happens. But for now, I can't do anything because that protective styling ruined this part of my hair, okay? The hair there is thin now, and I have to be careful what I do. So I'm trying to tell you guys, protective styling doesn't always make your hair healthier, stronger, longer, or whatnot. You can ruin your hair with protective styling. Learn from my lesson. I prefer to learn from other people's lesson. I don't want to go through it myself. You know, I don't want to be the one to go through it, but I went through this one, and hopefully you will learn from it and not go through it yourself. But I have seen, you know, you've done other braids, like individual braids, and it's time to take it out and you have the clump at the base of the braid and everything. And if you don't carefully detangle that, you lose more hair than you would have. I know we talk about, you know, shedding, how many hairs you lose a day, maybe about 50. So if you take all that in consideration and then you look at the length of time that you have done the protective styling, that it should amount to about that much, but sometimes it's more. You know what I mean? And sometimes you actually feel like you might be left with no hair on your head by the time you're done detangling. That's how I was feeling about these areas right here. However, thank God, this is what came out. I'm sure a little bit more than this came out as I was rinsing out the hair, because there was a little bit in the sinkhole. I had a sieve, you know, in there that caught some hair, but it was not as much as this. So I'm grateful for it. However, let's learn that lesson. Protective styling does not always protect your hair. It all depends on the kind of style you do and how you treat your hair while it is in the protective styling, okay? That's all I have to share with you today. I love you guys. Keep coming. I'll always have more for you. Have a wonderful, wonderful day and a blessed weekend, okay? Stay safe. Bye.